Have you ever met someone who walks into a room and suddenly the energy shifts? People sit up, they listen, they lean in. Some leaders don't just lead, they move people. That is the essence of charismatic leadership. Powerful, inspiring, and sometimes dangerously hypnotic. Today, we are diving deep into this fascinating leadership style. What makes charismatic leaders so influential? Why do people follow them with such devotion? And how can charisma build the nation or break them? Let's get into the episode 9 of our lead series about charismatic leadership. So you might be wondering, what is charismatic leadership? Charismatic leadership operates on something very unique. It's not the title, it's not the position, it's not the authority, but pure influence. Max Weber, one of the greatest sociologists in the history, said charismatic leadership is about the extraordinary qualities of a person, qualities that feel almost divine or superhuman to the followers. These leaders inspire belief, they spark emotion, they create the momentum, and their followers don't just agree with them, they feel connected to them. Let me take you to September 2014 to the Tibet and Nepal border. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake had shaken the Nepal. Villages were destroyed, families were stranded, and chaos everywhere. And in the middle of this devastation stood a man that world barely knew at that particular point of time. He was none other than Temba Tsheri Sherpa. Temba wasn't a president. He wasn't a billionaire. He was not even a traditional leader. He was a mountaineer. He was known earlier for becoming the youngest person to climb Everest. But something happened special during the earthquake that revealed his charismatic leadership. Here is what he did. With no official authority, no political role, and no command over resources, Temba stood up on a pile of rubble and shouted, "If we wait for help, people will die. We will save ourselves. Let's move." And people listened, not because of his title, but because of his extraordinary presence. He mobilized over 400 villagers. He assigned teams. He created makeshift structures and stretchers. He organized food and water distribution. He coordinated rescue efforts when even the official teams were struggling to reach the remote areas. And when villagers were approached later, they said, "We followed him because he believed we could survive. He made us believe it too." That is what charisma at its best. It transforms ordinary people into a powerful force. But here is the truth: charisma is a superpower, and every superpower has a dark side. First, let's look at the brighter side of charisma. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, or Martin Luther King Jr., and even Temba, they use charisma to uplift, unify, and inspire. But if you look at the darker side of it, History also gives us some terrifying examples. Leaders who manipulated emotions for their own gain, like the dictators, cult leaders, extremist influencers. The same charisma that uplifts can also destroy. So, charisma is not inherently good or bad, it amplifies the leader's true intention. Why do charismatic leaders have so much power? This might be the question that might be wondering you. Because they offer three things people crave for. Number one, a compelling vision. Charismatic leaders help people see a picture of the future that feels bigger and brighter. Emotional connection, that is number two. Charismatic leaders make an emotional connection with the people. People don't just hear them, they feel them. And number three, identity and belonging. Charismatic leaders make followers feel like part of a movement, a meaning, and a mission. This is why charismatic leaders is so powerful during the crisis because people look for someone to trust. So, what leaders can learn from charisma? No matter who you might be a manager, a trainer, a coach, or an entrepreneur, you can develop healthy charisma. Here is how. Number one, lead with purpose, not with performance. Charisma is not acting, it is authenticity amplified. Number two, speak with clarity and emotion. As they say, people remember stories, not the instructions that you have given. So speak with clarity and with emotion. Number three, build trust through consistency. Your words must match your actions. So you need to build that trust through your words along with your actions consistently. Number four, use influence for service and not for control. Charisma should empower, it should not enslave. And number five, create a vision people can feel. Make the vision, make the people see it, make them believe it, and make them want to build it with you. So charisma is a gift, but not a rare one. It emerges when passion, purpose, and presence come together. So be mindful of these three P's: passion, purpose, and presence. When it comes together, that is where charisma emerges. And when used right, it can move mountains, just like Temba did. So just ask yourself today, what kind of influence do I want to create? What kind of a leader do I want to be? Because charisma does not start with others following you, it starts with you believing in something bigger than yourself. If you find this episode insightful, hit the like, share the message, and subscribe for more leadership lessons every week. Drop on the comments. Who is one charismatic leader you admire and why? So, see you in episode 10 of the lead series. Until then, lead with intention, influence with integrity. See you soon.